Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series of the job role Soil and Water Testing Lab Assistant for Class 11th. Unit 2, Plant Nutrient and Their Management, Session 2. In the previous session, you have learned about the essential nutrient useful for the plant. In this session, you will learn about the fertilizer and manure useful for the plant growth. But I know there is a question in your mind, what is actually fertilizer? Let us now understand. Fertilizer is actually an organic or inorganic chemical synthetic compound that supplies nutrient to the crop, thus increasing the crop yield. But I know there is a question in your mind, what is actually fertilizer? Let us now understand by. Fertilizer is actually an organic or inorganic chemical synthetic compound that supplies nutrient to the crops, thus increasing the crop yield. You all must have heard about some commonly used fertilizer like urea and ammonium sulfate. Fertilizer which provide primary nutrient to the plant known as primary nutrient fertilizer, whereas which provides secondary nutrients comes under the secondary nutrient fertilizer. Fertilizer which provide primary nutrient to the plant known as primary nutrient fertilizer, whereas which provides secondary nutrients comes under secondary nutrient fertilizer. Fertilizer which only provide one nutrient to the plant is called straight fertilizer, while the fertilizer which provide more than one nutrient are called complex fertilizer. For instance, urea which supply only nitrogen to the plant is an example of straight fertilizer, whereas the ammonium phosphate which supplies nitrogen as well as phosphorus to the plant comes under complex fertilizer. Fertilizer can also be known based on their specificity, like nitrogen supplying fertilizer is known as nitrogenous fertilizer and phosphorus supplying fertilizer are known as phosphatic fertilizer. Let us now look into the commonly known fertilizer with their nutrient content. Ammonium nitrate contains about 34% of nitrogen. Let us now understand about manure. What is manure? Manure are beneficial in many ways as it increases the soil organic matter, and assisted in converting unavailable form of plant nutrient into available form. Some of the commonly used manures are farmyard manure, that is FYM, vermicompost, poultry manures, and green manures. Now, let us understand this type of manures in details. First is farmyard manure, that is FYM. The FYM is a decomposed mixture of dung and urine of farm animals and litter. The FYM has been traditionally used as manure since long time. It is the most common form of organic manure applied in agriculture field. The regular use of FYM increases the soil physical health by improving aggregate stability and decreasing soil bulk density. Second is green manure. It is a type of a manure which is formed by an undecomposed green plant into the soil. It improves the soil structure, soil organic carbon, and soil fertility. Green manure also prevents the soil from erosion. Some of the green manure crops are cowpea, daincha, sun hemp. Some of the green leaf manures are Glyceridia, Pongamia, and Gulmohar. Third is vermicomposting. Student, it is interesting to know that worms can also be used as manure. Certain species of the earthworm transform the organic waste into the nutrient-rich manure, which is called vermicompost. Eosinea foetida, a type of earthworm species, is most efficient in vermicomposting. In vermicomposting, the partially degraded animal waste is used as substrate by the earthworm, who transform this waste substrate into vermicompost in 60 to 90 days. Fourth is poultry manure. It is a waste product from poultry production. It includes waste poultry feed, solid and liquid poultry droppings, litter, eggshell feathers, and the waste from poultry sheds. It is a good source of nitrogen, phosphorus, and trace element. It also improves the physical, chemical, and the biological health of the soil. Student, let's summarize what we have learned in this session. The fertilizer are the chemically originated compounds which are provided to plant for its improvement. Fertilizers are classified into first is primary and secondly as a straight and complex fertilizer. Manure are the decomposed plant and animal matter which provide most of the plant nutrient but in a small quantity. Different type of the manures like farmyard manure, the manure from the agriculture residues, green manure, the manure from the undecomposed crops and plant leaves, vermicompost, the manure from the earthworm, poultry manure, the manure from the waste of the poultry industries. So student, that's all from this session. Till then, keep watching and enjoy learning. Thank you.